All right, y'all, welcome to another week, another video. And as you can see, we're outside today because the weather's nice. But today we are going to do this same format that I premiered last week, where I jump right into the clip after the intro. Now, today we challenge the men, the husbands and fathers in particular. Now, I know, I'm not a husband, I'm not a father, but I feel like this is really important for the husbands and fathers watching to be challenged. And the women watching, the wives, the mothers, this is good to know too. I think Dwayne really makes a case for this, and he lays out some really good, I guess, trajectory or path uh, that you can kind of notice and follow. So listen to what he's saying with an open mind, and let's jump into this.
In this country was founded as a Christian country. This is what I believe. People can do whatever. I believe that this country is only as strong as the churches. Even our founding father says America will remain great as long as America is good. When America ceases to be good, America will cease to be great. This country is only as strong as the churches in this country. The churches are only as strong as the families that make up those churches. Those families are only as strong as the marriages that those families are built on, and those marriages are only as strong and good as the man that God built the marriages on. As goes the man, so goes the marriage. As goes the marriage, so goes the family. As goes the family, so goes the churches. As goes the churches, so goes the country. Everything is built on the husband and the father. And this country is a failure today because the fathers and the husbands have failed. How? Failing to be the example they need to be, failing to be the leaders they need to be, failing to be the disciplinarians that they need to be, failing to be the providers that they need to be. If you don't have the backbone as a husband and as a father to be the bad guy, you've got no business being a father or a husband. There's times when you have to know this is not a good direction for my marriage, for my family, and everybody's going to be mad at me. My wife is going to be mad at me. My kids are going to hate me. But in the long run, this is a very bad direction, and I'm putting my foot down, and we're not doing that. And you become the bad guy, but you do it for the long-term strength and safety of the family. And we've lost that. We've lost that in this country to a very large degree. And so I think, our next generation is going to run the politics, they're going to run the finances, they're going to run the judicial system, everything in this country. And they're going to be the result in a very large degree. And there's going to be those who don't agree with this. But they're going to be the result of whatever their fathers made them or whatever they become because they didn't have a father. And so I think fatherhood is paramount. I think it's paramount for the future of a society.
Think about that. Think about what he said. As goes the man, so goes the marriage. As goes the marriage, so goes the family. As goes the family, so goes the churches. As goes the churches, so goes the country. Now, I don't know if you remember some of the videos that I did in the past about these churches that fly the LGBTQ flags and that say Beyonce churches doing all of this secular stuff. Transformation Church, Michael Todd, all of these things. So goes the churches, so goes the country. We have to hold the churches. And in order to hold the churches, we got to hold the families. And to hold the families, we got to hold the marriages. And to hold the marriages, we got to make sure that the father, the husband, is there. That the husband and the father is doing what needs to be done, making the hard decisions that is best for the family, that is best for the marriage, because they know that that's right. Being willing to make those hard decisions, to have the backbone, as Dwayne said. It is important. It is vital. It is crucial. Like Dwayne was saying, the founding fathers, what they said. Once America ceases to be good, it ceases to be great. So we have to make sure that we have this in mind. It is not just the fact of you have to have a father because it's his responsibility to be there. It is how God set it all up. Like God, and then you have the husband, and then the wife, and then the children. There's a hierarchy. There's a way things are set up, a design. God set it up because God created the heavens and the earth. So he has this design set up for a reason, because it functions best this way. And so what the enemy does is he'll come in and he'll say to the wife, you don't need the man to support you. You can do it yourself. And they'll do it by funneling in all of these different programs. Let the government support you. Section 8 housing, welfare, food stamps, all of this stuff. Push the husband out of the picture so the husband doesn't have to have the responsibility. You don't need a man to support you. Modern day feminism, all of this stuff to remove the husband and the father from the home. And then if you do that, you break apart the marriage. Now, so many people either get divorced because they want to be dependent upon the government and get the money from the government, or they just want to be a girl boss and say, hey, I don't need a man. I can do it myself. I can support it myself. It's like a badge of honor if you don't have a husband or a father in the home, that you did it yourself. What are we doing? What are we doing? So let this be a call to action, a challenge and a call to action for those husbands and fathers. Step up, be the husband and the father that you can be and that God has called you to be. And wives and mothers, encourage and support your husband. Tell him that he can do it. Because if he has a wife and the mother of his children telling him he can do it and being supportive, of course he's going to step into that role. But if he's constantly berated and pushed down and talked down to and told that he can't do anything right, if there's no support system there, he's going to withdraw and he's going to pull back, and he's just fine. If you think you can do it better, then you do it. So there needs to be a team. There needs to be a unity in this. So I hope this just challenged the husbands and fathers to be husbands and fathers, and challenged the wives and mothers to be supportive and to encourage the husbands and fathers. So I thank you guys for watching this week, and please stay safe this week, and I'll see you all next week. God bless.